Welcome back, everybody, to the deep dive today. We're going to be looking at the world of corporate video production.
Oh,
More specifically, documentary-style videos.
interesting.
So we've got some fascinating material here about V1 Media, a production house based in Hong Kong.
Okay.
And we're going to unpack, why this style of video is gaining traction with businesses and why a business might want to consider this kind of video content.
Yeah, it's a really interesting shift. For a long time, corporate videos were, very slick, very polished, almost like extended commercials.
Right.
But now we're seeing this move toward the more documentary style approach.
Yeah, V1 Media seems to be right at the forefront of this trend.
Mm-hmm.
Their website talks about their experience. They've got over 10,000 hours of production experience.
Wow.
And a really diverse portfolio. They even work with VR and 360 video.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
That's not something you see every day.
Yeah, that's a good point. That kind of variety, I think, suggests that they're not afraid to experiment with different techniques and storytelling methods.
Right.
And that can be really valuable for businesses looking to stand out from the crowd.
Yeah, and speaking of standing out, they're really pushing the idea of video marketing.
Yeah.
Especially in our current, mobile-first world.
Right.
Everyone's watching videos on their phones these days. But why documentaries specifically?
Yeah.
Why are businesses turning to documentaries?
Mm.
It's not the first thing that comes to mind when you think about corporate video.
You're right. Documentaries have traditionally been associated with journalism or, independent filmmaking.
Mm-hmm.
But I think businesses are starting to realize that documentaries offer a unique opportunity to build trust and connect with audiences on a deeper level.
V1 Media talks a lot about authenticity, and that's something that we crave more and more these days.
Yeah.
It's not enough to just tell people how great your product or service is.
Right.
They want to see the story behind it.
Yeah.
The people who make it, the values that drive the company.
Absolutely. They want to get a glimpse behind the scenes.
Right.
Right. And see what's really going on. And I think that's where the documentary style comes in.
Yeah. And when you do that, you're not just selling a product or a service anymore.
Sure.
You're creating an experience. You're inviting people to connect with your brand on an emotional level.
It's powerful stuff. Think about the documentaries that have stayed with you.
Mm-hmm.
Over the years, they probably resonated because they felt, they told a compelling story and they made you feel something.
Right.
And businesses are starting to realize that they can achieve the same thing with their own videos.
And V1 Media seems to be banking on that, they're all about this idea of video first.
Yeah.
And their mission statement is creative first.
Yeah.
They want to bring, unlimited creativity to help their clients find the perfect video marketing solution.
That's a smart approach. And that first video, can be so crucial. It's like a first impression, right? It sets the tone for your brand. And it can be the difference between, someone clicking away or becoming a loyal customer.
And they seem to understand that, their value proposition is all about offering, a high quality first video at a competitive price so businesses can kind of experience the power of video marketing.
Right.
Without breaking the bank.
It makes a lot of sense. It's about removing the barriers to entry.
Right.
And showing businesses, the potential of video. And if that first video hits the mark, well, you've got a client for life.
So let's talk results.
Okay.
They've got testimonials from all sorts of businesses, from small companies to schools.
Interesting.
And they've even won an MUS Creative Award and an AVA Digital Award.
Wow. Those are big deals.
Those are pretty big deals.
Yeah. Awards are always nice, but I think, those testimonials are really telling.
Mm-hmm.
Hearing directly from satisfied clients from all these different sectors gives you a much better sense of a company's capabilities and their ability to deliver.
So let's flip the script for a moment.
Okay.
If you were a business owner looking to create a corporate documentary, what would make V1 Media stand out to you?
Well, I think a couple of things. First of all, they have this proven track record, right?
Mm-hmm.
With, a lot of different types of clients, which I think shows adaptability.
Mm-hmm.
Their focus on creative storytelling aligns with this shift we're seeing in marketing, where authenticity is key.
Right.
And they seem to really understand the importance of that first video, both in terms of quality and cost effectiveness.
It's not just about creating a video.
Right.
It's about creating an experience. It's about telling a story.
Yeah.
And connecting with your audience on a much deeper level.
Exactly. And it seems like V1 Media is really well equipped to help businesses do just that.
V1 Media really emphasizes, the first video is key to hook new clients, especially as video marketing is just essential in the mobile internet era.
Right.
And they also point out that video allows, companies to communicate information more clearly, utilize various marketing channels, and ultimately boost sales. They even have a catchy slogan, video create viral.
That's interesting. Video create viral is catchy, but it's, there's some real substance behind that. We've been talking about authenticity.
Yeah.
But how do we go beyond just being real? How do we actually craft a narrative that resonates with viewers and has the potential to, spread like wildfire online?
That's a great question, and it makes you think about, those viral videos we've all seen.
Mm-hmm.
What is it about those videos that makes them so shareable, so memorable?
Well, I think often, those videos tap into something universal, emotions, humor, a sense of wonder. And, documentaries, by their very nature, are about exploring real stories and real people.
Right.
Which can be incredibly compelling.
V1 Media also highlights, their diverse range of clients.
Yeah.
They've done projects for the Hong Kong Council of Social Service, which promotes social justice.
Okay.
And Pico Denshai, a company that makes electronics.
That's a fascinating contrast, right? Yeah. It suggests that they can adapt their storytelling approach to fit very different organizations and goals.
Right.
And that kind of versatility, I think, is essential in today's market.
Speaking of versatility, they even worked on a project called Extreme City, a film that blends acrobatics, theater, and dance to tell a story about breaking free from the monotony of daily life.
Wow.
It was presented by the Hong Kong Leisure and Cultural Services Department.
That's a far cry from your standard corporate video.
Right.
It shows that they're not afraid to push creative boundaries and experiment with different formats.
Yeah, and those experiments often lead to innovation. They're constantly pushing themselves to find new ways to tell stories and engage audiences.
Exactly, and that's what makes them so intriguing. They're not just following trends, they're helping to shape them.
So we've talked about their experience, their versatility, their commitment to creative storytelling. But let's get down to brass tacks. Why might a business need a company like V1 Media to create a corporate documentary? Why not just hire someone in-house or try to do it themselves?
That's a great question, and it gets to the heart of what makes a company like V1 Media so valuable.
Right.
Creating a truly effective documentary requires a unique set of skills and experience. It's about more than just pointing a camera and filming what happens.
You need a deep understanding of storytelling, visual aesthetics, editing techniques, and how to connect with an audience on an emotional level.
Exactly. It's a craft.
Right.
And V1 Media seems to have mastered it. They have the technical expertise, the creative vision, and the strategic understanding of how to use video to achieve specific business goals.
And let's not forget the importance of objectivity.
Right.
Sometimes having an outside perspective can help you tell your story in a more compelling and authentic way.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
When you're too close to something, it can be hard to see it clearly.
Right.
And V1 Media can bring that fresh perspective and help you craft a narrative that really resonates with your target audience.
And they're not just creating a video, they're helping you build your brand, communicate your values, connect with your customers on a deeper level.
It's an investment in your business's future.
Right.
And V1 Media seems to be a pretty safe bet. They've got the experience, the talent, and the passion to help businesses really make their mark in the world of video.
All right, so we've established that V1 Media has the skills and the experience.
Yeah.
But let's delve deeper into their portfolio and see how they've actually put those skills to work for different clients.
Sounds good. I'm particularly curious about their work with the Hong Kong Council of Social Service.
Yeah.
It's always interesting to see how a company known for its commercial work tackles a project with, a social impact focus.
Absolutely. Let's explore that in more detail when we come back.
So, we were talking about V1 Media's work with the Hong Kong Council of Social Service.
Right.
It's a great example of how documentary-style videos can be used for more than just, promoting products.
Yeah, absolutely. The Hong Kong Council of Social Service is all about, social justice, community well-being. Their video highlights their work, promoting collaboration and innovation to serve the community.
Yeah.
And it's really inspiring to see how V1 Media helped them convey their mission and impact through video.
It really highlights how versatile this approach can be Documentary style isn't just for businesses trying to sell something.
Right.
It's about capturing a story, a mission, and connecting with viewers on a human level.
Yeah.
Nonprofits, educational institutions, anyone with a story to tell can benefit from this.
You mentioned earlier that they've worked with a wide range of clients.
Yeah.
Including Pico Dengenti, an electronics company that's been around for over 30 years.
Right.
What did you find interesting about that project?
Well, Pico Dengenti is all about high-quality electronics, pushing the boundaries of technology. And I think V1 Media was able to capture that drive and that innovation in their video. It wasn't just about showcasing the products themselves, but about telling the story of Pico Dengenti's commitment to quality and their vision for the future.
So it sounds like they took a similar approach with both, Pico Dengenti and the Hong Kong Council of Social Service, focusing on the story behind the organization.
Right.
Not just the products or services that they offer.
Exactly. It's about finding that human element, the passion, the purpose that drives an organization.
Right.
That's what resonates with viewers and makes a lasting impression.
Speaking of lasting impressions, let's talk about those awards again, the MUS Creative Award and the AVA Digital Award.
Yeah.
Those were both for a documentary that V1 Media produced for Kailas Wong, a company that makes construction toys.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about that?
It's fascinating how a documentary can turn something as seemingly simple as construction toys into, a powerful story.
Right.
The video tells the story of Kailas Wong's founder and his passion for inspiring creativity in children. It's beautifully shot and edited, and it really captures, the heart and soul of the brand.
It's a great example of how documentary-style videos can be used to highlight the values and the people behind a product.
Right.
Giving it a deeper meaning and connecting with customers on an emotional level.
Absolutely.
They're not just selling toys.
Right.
They're selling the idea of nurturing creativity and imagination.
Exactly. And that's a powerful message that resonates with parents and educators.
Right.
It's not just about entertainment. It's about fostering a child's development.
V1 Media's website also mentions their work on a project called Extreme City.
Okay.
A film that was presented by the Hong Kong Leisure and Cultural Services Department. It seems like a pretty unique project.
It is Extreme City is a film that uses acrobatics, theater, and dance to tell a story about breaking free from routine and embracing new experiences.
Wow.
And V1 Media was involved in filming and producing this very innovative project, demonstrating their ability to handle diverse and creative productions that go beyond, the typical corporate video.
Yeah. It's great to see them working on projects like that.
Yeah.
It shows they're not afraid to take risks and experiment with different storytelling techniques. And it also speaks to their ability to adapt to different client needs and project requirements.
Yeah, it seems like they're constantly pushing themselves creatively and technically.
Right.
Which is something you want to see in a production partner.
Right.
It suggests they're always looking for new ways to tell stories and engage audiences.
We've been talking a lot about storytelling and the power of video to connect with audiences.
Yeah.
And V1 Media seems to have a real knack for visual storytelling.
Yeah.
Their website is full of captivating imagery and video clips that really draw you in.
Visuals are incredibly important, especially in today's digital world where people are constantly bombarded with information.
Right.
Our brains are wired to process images much faster than text. So using strong visuals is essential to capture attention and make a lasting impression.
And V1 Media seems to understand that they're not just creating videos, they're creating visual experiences.
Yeah.
And they also seem to be very aware of the importance of user experience, especially in digital video production. They talk about the need to create videos that are engaging and accessible across various devices.
That's crucial. In today's mobile-first world, it's essential to make sure that your videos are optimized for viewing on smartphones and tablets.
Right.
People are watching videos on the go, so the viewing experience needs to be seamless and engaging.
It seems like they're thinking about all of those things. Storytelling visuals, like user experience.
Yeah.
Which is what makes them such an interesting company to explore.
Yeah.
And it's not just about creating videos that look good.
Right.
They also seem to be very focused on helping businesses achieve their marketing goals.
Exactly. It's not enough to just create something beautiful or entertaining.
Right.
The video needs to have a purpose, a message that resonates with the target audience and helps the business achieve its objectives.
And V1 Media seems to understand that balance. They talk a lot about using video to increase awareness, tell stories, engage with supporters, especially for nonprofit organizations.
It's impressive that they have a dedicated section on their website for nonprofits.
Yeah.
You know, even offering guidance on how to collaborate effectively with video production teams.
Right.
It shows a commitment to social responsibility and a desire to, make a positive impact beyond their commercial work.
They even launched a platform called V1 NGO Hub to provide support and resources specifically for nonprofit organizations.
That's fantastic. It really speaks to their belief in the power of video to create positive change and their willingness to share their expertise with organizations doing important work.
It's not just about big organizations either.
Right.
V1 Media also recognizes the growing importance of micro-influencers in marketing.
Okay.
They talk about how these individuals can help businesses connect with specific demographics and generate authentic engagement.
That's a really interesting point. Micro-influencers often have very dedicated and engaged followers who trust their recommendations, which can be incredibly valuable for businesses.
And V1 Media offers guidance on how businesses can identify and partner with micro-influencers who align with their brand values and target audiences.
It's a smart strategy.
Right.
In a world where consumers are increasingly skeptical of traditional advertising, partnering with trusted voices can be a powerful way to reach new customers and build brand loyalty.
It seems like V1 Media is constantly looking at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Trying to understand how video fits into the evolving landscape of marketing and communication.
They're definitely paying attention to the trends and adapting their approach accordingly. And that kind of forward thinking is essential in a rapidly changing industry like video production.
They even have a section on their website called Documentary Bible.
Okay.
Which seems to be a comprehensive guide to documentary filmmaking.
Yeah, that's something I'm really curious about. A documentary Bible sounds incredibly ambitious. What kind of information do they cover in there?
Oh, it sounds like a treasure trove of knowledge for anyone who, is interested in documentaries.
Yeah.
They cover everything from the history of documentaries to different styles and techniques. They even delve into the ethical considerations of documentary filmmaking.
Oh, that's interesting.
Which is something we haven't really touched on yet.
Yeah, that's a really important aspect of documentary filmmaking, especially when you're dealing with real people and real stories. It's crucial to be sensitive, respectful, and transparent in your approach.
And V1 Media seems to be very conscious of those ethical considerations. And they even offer practical advice on how to navigate them in the Documentary Bible.
Okay.
They also provide tips on planning, shooting, editing, and distributing a documentary. So it's a valuable resource for aspiring filmmakers and businesses alike.
It's impressive that they're sharing all of this information for free on their website.
Right.
It speaks to their passion for documentaries and their desire to, educate and empower others to tell their own stories.
Speaking of empowering others, let's talk about V1 Media's location in Hong Kong.
Okay.
It's a vibrant city that's a hub for creativity and innovation.
Hong Kong is such a fascinating blend of cultures and influences,
Right.
And it's no surprise that it's become a breeding ground for creativity. It's a city that embraces new ideas and pushes boundaries.
And V1 Media seems to be thriving in that environment.
Yeah.
Their location gives them access to a diverse pool of talent and resources, allowing them to create world-class video content.
Being in Hong Kong also puts them in a unique position to understand the Asian market.
Right.
And connect with a global audience. It's a city that's truly the crossroads of the world.
And they've even worked on projects that showcase Hong Kong's unique culture and energy, like Extreme City, which we talked about earlier.
Right.
It's clear they're not just working in Hong Kong. They're embracing it as a source of inspiration.
That local connection can be really valuable, especially for businesses looking to expand their reach in Asia.
Right.
It shows that V1 Media understands the nuances of the market and can create content that resonates with local audiences.
And speaking of connections, let's talk about V1 Media's team.
Okay.
They seem to have assembled a group of passionate and experienced individuals who bring a diverse range of skills to the table.
A strong team is essential in any creative endeavor.
Right.
And it seems like V1 Media has cultivated a culture of collaboration and excellence.
They highlight their team's experience, creativity, and dedication on their website, emphasizing their commitment to working closely with clients to bring their visions to life.
Yeah, they have experts in every aspect of video production, from concept development and scripting to filming, editing, and post-production. It's a full-service operation with a team that's passionate about telling stories and creating impactful videos.
It's also worth noting that they seem to be committed to ongoing learning and professional development,
Right.
ensuring their team stays ahead of the curve in this rapidly evolving industry.
That's a really important point.
All right.
The world of video production is constantly changing with new technologies and techniques emerging all the time. And V1 Media seems to understand that and is investing in their team's growth to ensure they're always equipped to deliver the best possible results.
They attend industry conferences, workshops, and training sessions to stay up to date on the latest trends and technologies. It's that kind of commitment to excellence that sets them apart.
And it's not just about keeping up with technology.
Right.
They also encourage experimentation and innovation within their team, fostering a culture of creativity and continuous improvement.
It's about pushing the boundaries of what's possible in video production.
Yeah.
And finding new and exciting ways to tell stories and engage audiences.
That's a great segue into talking about V1 Media's use of cutting-edge technology and equipment.
Right.
They seem to be committed to using the best tools available to produce high-quality video content.
They invest in state-of-the-art cameras, lenses, lighting equipment, editing software, ensuring they have everything they need to create stunning and impactful videos.
It's clear they take pride in their craft and are always striving for the highest level of quality.
They even have expertise in using different camera systems like drones and 360-degree cameras, allowing them to capture unique perspectives and create immersive experiences.
It's exciting to see a company that's not just following trends, but actively shaping them. They're not just creating videos, they're pioneering new approaches and pushing the industry forward.
And it all starts with a solid foundation in pre-production planning. V1 Media emphasizes the importance of collaboration with clients during this crucial stage to fully understand their goals, target audience, and desired message.
Pre-production is where the vision takes shape. It's about defining the scope of the project, developing the narrative, planning every detail to ensure a smooth and efficient production process. And V1 Media seems to understand that and takes a meticulous approach to pre-production planning, ensuring that every project is set up for success.
They conduct thorough research on the target audience, and the industry develop detailed scripts and storyboards, plan the logistics of the shoot, including location scouting, casting, and scheduling.
It's about anticipating potential challenges and minimizing risks, ensuring that the production process runs smoothly and the creative vision is realized to its fullest potential.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground today, from V1 Media's expertise in documentary-style storytelling to their commitment to using cutting-edge technology and their deep understanding of the evolving digital landscape.
They seem to be a company that's constantly pushing themselves creatively and technically, always striving to deliver the best possible results for their clients.
It's inspiring to see a company that's so passionate about their craft and dedicated to helping businesses tell their stories in a way that connects with audiences and achieves their marketing goals.
Absolutely. V1 Media's approach to video production is a testament to the power of storytelling, the importance of authenticity, and the need to constantly evolve and adapt in today's dynamic digital world.
So if you're a business looking to create a video that truly captures the essence of your brand and connects with your audience on a deeper level, V1 Media might just be the perfect partner to help you tell your story.
I think so too.